Dear Yellow Jacket families, in August I had shared our reopening plan wherein we opened school remotely to afford us an opportunity to monitor the collective health of our community. I am glad that we took that route, but feel so thankful that the community transmission aspect of this localized COVID outbreak appears to be less than feared. As we continue to work closely with the Department of Health, the collective health of our community is as such that they have encouraged us and all schools in the region to move forward with our reopening plans. As such, I wanted to share this message with you today in order to follow up on our recent communication with you relative to our planning for our tentative hybrid transition date of Tuesday, October 13th. We recently sent you an important email sharing the hybrid cohort that your child or children have been assigned, as well as a couple of additional questions about your family's choice as to your child's return status, either returning in the hybrid format or remaining in full remote. We also asked if among those students returning in person and who qualify for transportation, if you as parents and guardians would be able to transport your child to and from school to help us reduce numbers on our buses during this pandemic. It is clear that our attempt to collect this data has resulted in additional questions and some misinformation that has proved to be frustrating for our parents and guardians. As such, I briefly want to share the vision of this school district as it pertains to our hybrid transition. We are essentially going to do our very best to maintain the consistency and the momentum of what we are doing now, while our devoted teachers do their best to balance the challenge of teaching students in person while Zooming with our remote learners. Our students are familiar with what we are doing now, and we want to try and maintain that routine to the best of our ability. We recognize that hybrid is not ideal and not perfect, but I'm hearing that some of you have a fear that those of you who keep your child or children in remote only are going to receive less than what they receive now. This is not who we are. Clearly, a teacher's attention will need to be on those in front of her or him, but we will do our best to provide as much of this synchronous time as possible, recognizing that this may be difficult at times. Please understand that this has never been done before, and there will be some bumps in the road as we work through this next step in our reopening plan. Please also know that our remote learners will not be taught by some other teacher. This may only happen if we experience some tremendous extenuating circumstance. Again, it is our hope to continue to do our very best to provide our remote learners instruction via Zoom to the same degree that students are currently receiving, essentially continuing what it is that our students are doing now in terms of a daily schedule and instruction, so that you as parents and guardians know what to expect when your child is learning. If you have not already done so, please note that as you complete this return questionnaire, that this school district is a 100% mask-wearing school district during this pandemic. We will build in mask breaks throughout the day. If this is problematic, please select the remote learning option, as we all do our very best to keep each other safe during this pandemic. One new step towards keeping us all safe is the introduction of a tool called Parent Square. All parents will be receiving an email invitation to join Parent Square during the week of September 28th. As you recall from our reopening framework, a daily health screening must be submitted using Parent Square in order for any child to enter our school building. It is very important that all parents join Parent Square prior to the return to school on October 13th. I appreciate your efforts and understanding. I appreciate our students, and I remain thankful for all of our school district faculty and staff as we all continue to navigate through this challenging time in public education. Please, continued best wishes for health and safety, and thank you very much.